Replacing 40-year-old trailer tires. William Hovey Smith, 2024.
This is Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman. And we are looking at a tire failure that is imminent. Well, it's not surprising since this tire is something like 40 or 50 years old. So, yeah, it's about to give up the ghost, I think. And this cart is a steel cart, and it was gifted to me by a dear friend, and I've been using it ever since. And this has hauled some really tremendous pieces of wood, very heavy indeed. And when he gave it to me, he was generous enough to give me new wheels and tires to go along with it, but unfortunately, they would not fit on the axles. The axles are a snish too large. Well, I don't have a lathe to turn them down, but we have a machine shop in town that can. So, I'm going to take this in, load it up on my trailer here. So we'll have trailer on trailer tow and get it to town. You can see in detail why I might think it is now time to replace it. It is dry rotted and cracked all the way around. And you now see where the tread is actually separated and the cord on the interior of the tire is exposed for about 7 inches there, and it is definitely more bulged in this direction. So yeah, it is time to do something about it. I have a Harbor Freight winch on my trailer, and I charge the battery regularly, so I always have it available and fresh, because I never know when I might have to load a lawnmower or anything else. So we have unspooled more than enough. So I'm going to go ahead and spool it up and take up the tension and then start actually pulling this trailer on board the trailer. Whilst it is at the shop, there are actually 2 things I want them to do. One, I have twisted the tongue so that this bar is slanted at an angle. So I want them to heat the tongue and straighten it up, as well as take care of the axle. I moved our cedar tree toward the back of the trailer with the hope that it will actually pick up the tongue to keep it from dragging against the floor of the trailer I'm going to load it on. So we'll see if that works. If not, I'll have to put a skid underneath that bar to keep it from ripping up this trailer. We've jacked up the trailer and we made our little skid here out of a split of wood. As you see, we drilled a good hole in it, and we've got the trailer actually sitting with this post right here, right at the very edge. And the idea is to put this post into this hole and then have it slide lickety-split up on the trailer. Now we're going to drop the jack, get it out of the way. It is proceeding. Now will everything clear? little shower has momentarily quit, so hopefully we'll be able to finish loading it now.
Support this channel by buying my outdoor books, business books, novels, and recommending them to your local libraries. Now, I've used this poor little trailer for decades, and one thing I use it for is for hauling charcoal making wood to my burn pile, as illustrated here, as well as various yard waste in both spring and fall.
The next afternoon, after taking it to the machine shop, my trailer has returned. And what they did was straighten and reinforce the tongue here and install my new tires. And they did the expedient thing by just cutting a new axle and welding it on the bottom rather than trying to detach, turn down, and reattach the old axle. So this is a new axle at a cost of $125, which is well worth it considering the utility I have from the trailer. And now it can be returned to use and should last, another decade or so, although these tires aren't near as good as the old ones, I don't believe. Hound doggy, Hera, is supervising as usual, and she has marked the way. Hera has left me a deposit, so I would be unsure to know in which direction to unload my trailer. Although I did lose some ground clearance, we're now reconnected up. Now, a little trailer can take a victory lap around the yard, and we'll be putting it to use. But now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe. Goodbye, God bless, and see you next time.